Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the IVES number 571A3. This is a coat and hat hook made of aluminum in a polished brass type finish. And the 571 is a piece of hardware that's been available from IVES for decades, maybe a century or more, probably more than a century. Well, actually, I don't know when IVES got going. Definitely World War II, before then. So decades. In fact, the link below this video to the installation instructions, well, that's not a very old document, but it could date to the 90s for sure. I know that I've seen this in a catalog going way back. So this is a coat and hat hook, very typical, common, ubiquitous style. The A in the part number, so this is a 571. When you buy a 571, you're going to get this. The A in the part number means that it's made of aluminum. If it said B in the part number, it would be solid brass. Now, these are aluminum. They'll be certainly less expensive. And this is the 3 finish. And we're going to go over all of the finishes in a moment when we get to the product brochure. This is going to be, the A finish is a brass type finish. Overall height. Looks like it's about 2 3/8 overall height. Overall projection of the hat, about 3 inch. Overall projection of the coat, about 1 inch and 13/16. Overall width of the base on the back, about 1 inch and 3/16. A couple of screws are going to be included in a complementary finish. Okay. Very nice quality item, certainly phenomenal for the cost. There's no question about it. Being IVES, it's going to be a decent quality product. Now, there is that link below this video to the installation instructions, which is, locate it, mark, pre-drill your holes, secure. There's not much to it. Where you're going to use this is obviously in those instances where you need to hang something. Residential applications, commercial applications, applications that really call for something that will certainly be handsome, but also something that will also be very economical as well. So there's a link below this video to the product catalog that will allow you to review the 571 and its immediate sister products. Okay, so on page 1 is the 571, 2 lines of available base material, actually 3 base materials: brass, aluminum, and then zinc. So take note, if you were looking for a brass base material, which will obviously afford you a much higher caliber of finish than over aluminum, if you're looking for the best finish possible, you'd be wanting to order the B version, the solid brass version. While in aluminum, they can do an A3 finish, which would be this polished brass, A5 or 5, which would be an antique brass, 10 would be satin bronze, 14 would be polished nickel, 15 would be satin nickel. A92 is simply going to be like a chrome, unichrome type color. If you're looking for the least expensive one, A92 is generally it. A716 will be a dark bronze type color. AW is white, ABLK is black. Then that zinc that's down there below, the Z619E, it's going to be an equivalent to a nickel, a satin nickel finish. Okay. Typical and common. This is going to a commercial company that, from what I can tell, does manufacturing. By looking at the paperwork, probably an employee lounge would be a great place to place these. Okay. Again, inexpensive, stocked, easy, and available. Now, finally, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the IVES products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Now, the name IVES is quite synonymous with trim and auxiliary hardware, and has been again for several decades. IVES is a name that is very common, familiar within the industry. If you're looking for something to stand out from IVES, I would suggest that you look at their commercial pivots. A lot of people make pivots, and they're not the name that people think of first for pivots, but I would review their paperwork because they have a very smart, albeit a bit cumbersome, part number scheme in the sense that you have to understand what you're buying when you buy it. If you have, a pivot and then you use the word SET for set, yeah, you're getting a set. But if you use that same part number and then use INT, you're getting an intermediate, not the other stuff. Or top, you'll get the top pivot only. So be mindful to review all that. But what I like about them the most and what stands out is their installation instructions are very accessible. They're easy in comparison to their competition. It's a very simple document to review, an accessible document to review, because a lot of the telephone calls that I'll get about pivots are, I've never done this before. How do I go about doing this? And IVES is good because it allows that on-ramp to be easy when it comes to reviewing commercial pivots. But of course the name IVES is synonymous with flat goods, kick plates, push and pull hardware, auxiliary hardware, trim and auxiliary like door stops. They also have a comprehensive offering of aluminum continuous geared hinges, pin and barrel hinges. They have a comprehensive offering of ladder pulls. They manufacture ladder pulls. Oh, and also, that's what I flaked out on. On commercial hinges as well. They have a comprehensive offering of full mortise, swing clear, a half mortise, a half surface, etc., the entire line of hinges. That link below the video to the manufacturer's page will allow you to pull up that full line catalog and to review all of that. Any questions on the IVES 571A3 coat and hat hook or any other IVES product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.